Hi, welcome back to my channel. Glad you could make it. Today's video is very exciting because it includes my friends that I haven't seen in over 3 months. The inspiration for this video comes from the YouTube recommended feed, a beautiful place. And it was a video by this girl named Marla Catherine who basically let her friends decide what she should wear for an entire week. So I thought I could do the same, but with food and just for a day. Also, like the editing in this, you might be able to tell that I took some inspiration from her editing wise as well. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now and let voiceover Amina take over. Julie was one of the first people I got to know when I moved to Berlin. She knew I was new to the city, DM'd me on Instagram, and we met up for a blind date at Rayong. We went to Italy like 6 months later, went to a festival in Finland last year, so you might remember her from some of my older videos. She's a writer and an aesthetic queen. I would recommend her Instagram for sure.
Hey girl, good morning, it's Julie. So, for this challenge I decided you will eat my favorite ever vegan breakfast, which is cornbread with lots of maple syrup and vegan butter and a matcha latte. Enjoy!
Okay, let's bake breakfast. This is gonna take a while, but yeah, we'll see. Since I know nothing about cornbread, I'd never made it, never had it, I took to the OG, the vegan recipe queen, minimalist baker. I will link their recipe down below so you can find the measurements on their page. I made a slight change to it, as in I used baking powder instead of baking soda, which resulted in me being able to skip a few steps. So here's what I did. First, make a flax egg by combining water and semi-ground up flax seeds in a large mixing bowl and letting that sit for about 10 minutes. Roughly mix together all your dry ingredients in a separate bowl. All-purpose flour, corn flour, which is not the same as polenta. However, someone in the comments of this recipe said that they used polenta and it worked fine, so maybe that's a good alternative. Add salt and baking powder. Also melt down some vegan butter. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius and line a baking pan with wet parchment paper. The one recommended is 20 × 20 centimeters. Mine's different. Back to the flax seeds, add raw sugar, unsweetened applesauce, the melted butter, and non-dairy milk. Also add your apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, which I forgot for a second there. She's the kind of girl you want so much, she makes you so. Add your dry ingredients, mix it all together until your batter looks something like this. Transfer it into your baking dish. Smooth out the top and bake this guy for, on the website it says 28 to 37 minutes. For me it took around 35. Meanwhile, I got to work on the matcha latte. Matcha smells like a freshly mown lawn. So I added about a half a teaspoon of this powder to a glass along with a tablespoon of hot, not boiling water. I mixed that up. Already being very confused and skeptical about the color of this. My dad found this bag of matcha powder in our cabinet. I have no idea how long this has been sitting in there. I warmed up about a cup of oat milk for a couple minutes on medium high. Since I couldn't find a milk frother, I poured the warm milk into our blender and blended this for like 25 seconds. Now let's go back to the cornbread. Julie had also texted me saying it's very important to eat this warm, so I tried my best not to take too many photos. Just like she said, I served it with vegan butter and maple syrup. This was so good. I already expected this to taste more like a cake than a bread, but yeah, it was still unlike anything I've ever had. So yeah, danke Julie. I heard people also eat this savory. What's that like? Artemis, my dear friend and fellow muesli lover, told me what to make. She's also appeared in plenty of my videos. We met through Instagram as well. Like when I moved to Berlin, I didn't immediately start studying and I was just working from home, so Instagram quickly became my friendship Tinder. But Artemis, or Ati, She's wonderful, an insanely creative person. And she started her YouTube pretty recently, sharing her own vegan recipes. I'll of course link that down below.
Get your favorite kind of bread. Spread a tiny bit of gochujang onto the bread. Like, I don't know if you have it at your family's house right now. If not, then get some. Replace it with maybe, I don't know, chili mayo or chili sriracha, something like that. Mash an avocado on top, or maybe half avocado, like, I don't know how hungry you are. Then add some sliced smoked tofu, and you know, like the good smoked tofu, like the typhoon one. Add some optional veg, like, I don't know, cucumber, tomato, I don't know if you want any, then add some. Sprinkle some sesame seeds on top, and then add some black pepper, salt, and fry seasoning.
Cool, okay, bread. I don't think I have a favorite kind, but I wanted to try this spelt bread because it looked really yummy and fluffy. And then Artie reminded me over text that the bread had to be crispy. I'm curious, are you guys team soft or crispy bread? Of course, where my parents live, there's no place where you can buy gochujang or gochujang, like I used to pronounce it. So I went for sriracha instead. Then I added half an avocado. I went to so many lengths to get this particular typhoon tofu, like I called places in the area. I added some thinly sliced cucumber, sesame seeds, and just like she ordered, black pepper, salt, and fries seasoning. Now this is Artemis' holy grail. She puts this on everything, like everything that makes sense. To me, this kind of tastes like the seasoning you get on paprika chips. But yeah, the sandwich was really good. I really enjoyed it, so thank you. Next up, I asked my other Danish half and Louise to give me an idea for a little afternoon snack. We met through a mutual friend that you might know from YouTube, Chloe Kian. She used to live in Berlin, but just before she moved, she hosted like a big goodbye picnic, and Louise was there. I was there. Our love story began. And Louise is an actress, and therefore she sent me like 10 different takes that got progressively more interesting.
Smoothie, you are gonna be making a smoothie with some bananas, some turmeric, black pepper, water, greens, because it will leave you feeling really good.
To the blender, I added a frozen banana, a couple handfuls of fresh spinach. I also added lemon juice because I can't have green smoothies without lemon juice. Don't know why. Also black pepper, turmeric, and water. Nice. This indeed left me feeling really good. Last but not least, Hannah's amazing. She and her boyfriend have a freelance business together where they do everything that has to do with graphic design, photography, videography. They bought a van recently that they're currently redesigning. And Hannah also has a YouTube channel where she talks about personal development and creativity, so I'll make sure to link that one below as well. Now that I think about it, yeah, I also met Hannah through Chloe.
Hello, I'm Hannah and I'm Mina's friend, and this week I get to decide what Mina eats for dinner. And I thought she should have some summer rolls. These are super delicious and so easy to make. They're one of my favorite foods, and I thought it would be nice to leave it a little bit open on what she can put inside. So any kind of veggies and ingredients that she has, maybe even from the meals that she already prepared. So Mina, you can put anything in there, like rice, glass noodles, any kind of veggies, maybe some tofu, whatever you already have on hand. The only thing I request is that you make some peanut butter sauce, because in my opinion, summer rolls are best enjoyed with peanut butter sauce. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your dinner and you're welcome.
I love you, Hannah, for suggesting this one. Okay, for the peanut sauce, I mixed together some natural peanut butter, soy sauce, sriracha, lemon juice, some oat milk to adjust the consistency, salt, rice syrup, and some more sriracha. For the filling, I chose some more smoked tofu, cucumber, avocado, and spinach. The rice paper wrappers I found at Edeka. I'm sure Asian food stores or some organic stores have them as well. First, pour some water into a deep dish plate. Dip the rice paper into the water and let it sit and become soft for like 15 to 20 seconds. This can differ depending on what brand you're using, so check what it says on the packaging as well. I added some hummus as my base, and then some of my prepped veggies and tofu. But yeah, I was very happy eating all this. Highly recommend. But that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This was so fun to make. Let me know if I should ever do a part 2 to this. And until next time, bye!